well situated for what's to come. And we are off. The routing will not change for either runner. This is pretty well set in stone. They're going to be pretty much the same the whole way through. They're going to fight the same order of bosses and are likely going to take the same routes. So it's going to come down to execution, and MKL doing a slightly better job early on with his navigation. Going to try and get past these drills here and try to avoid taking too much damage. MKL taking a little too much damage, so he's going to need to take down these drills and get himself a health upgrade. He needs at least 5 health to do do a little bit of a glitch on Metal Man, and actually neither player is in very good shape as far as that goes. Oh, 8boy taking some damage there, so he's gonna have to play it safe, and actually he's kind of boxed in. Oh dear, a death for 8boy. So that's a very unfortunate time loss. Back to the beginning. MKL managed to get past and is now on his way to the final section of this level. It does not appear he has enough health though to do the Metal Man skip. I think it's 5 health you need, so he's gonna have to fight Metal Man normally, which is perfectly doable. I mean, it's not like, yeah, he's okay. He just took an intentional death there. He's gonna just start over at full health and do the glitch, probably a little faster. So he's got, okay, MKL's got Metal Man boxed into the, well, it's a little higher than he would have liked, but at least it works. So a good fight from MKL. Crazy 8boy, in spite of his setback, is now at the is at Metal Man. So the dual deaths have not completely offset, but have at least evened things out. Good Metal Man glitch from Crazy 8boy. This is pretty elementary from here, so good, nicely done. So Woodman is up next, and one advantage of doing Metal Man first is you can use the metal blades to pretty much spam your way through. And that's true, Elpis. Ape's death is going to hurt more in the long term than MKL's death, but having both of them die kind of takes some of the sting out. And MKL, instead of going top route, which is a little faster, but he took too much damage along the way, so he's going to use Rush Marine as a safety strat just to get through to the other side, which is sensible. I mean, if you don't have the necessary amount of health to do those skips, then there's no point doing it. So he gets his health refill, so one of the nice things, I suppose, about the Mega Man 2 Game Boy game is you don't stop when you pick up health upgrades. So, yeah. So, no dog skips from either player, unfortunately, as chat's pointing out, but still an easy fight for Mr. MKL with Woodman. Just get inside the hitbox and spam those metal blades. Not that unlike what you would see in the NES version of Mega Man 2. So, Crazy 8boy did go top route, which is a little faster, as I had indicated, but still has a ways to go, but a good second level for him. Airman is a level known for having tricky platforming, so just got to be a little careful here, particularly in the second half of the stage. want to make sure you do not take a wrong step here. These gaps. Okay. MKL using a leaf shield. Ooh, that's unfortunate for 8boy. Luckily that happened at the beginning of the stage, so it's only a minimal time loss, but still. Chat saying a 30-second difference between the runners this stage, and sounds about right. MKL on his way to Airman. Should be a pretty straightforward fight. See how this goes. A little light on health, but okay. Yeah, he got a double hit with the wood shield, and then was able to finish the job with one more shot. So very nicely done by MKL. Crazy8boy not opting to use leaf shields for the second half of the platforms. Save some leaf shield ammo for Airman. I'll have an idea of what their splits are at after Clashman. So. Good double from Crazy, and then takes him off the second shot. Clashman is a interesting stage in that it's a lot of vertical platforming, which makes it the longest, I believe, of the first four stages. If MKL is going to go for the E-Tank, yes he is. So, in all likelihood, MKL and Crazy8boy, I suspect, are both going to be going for these two E-Tanks in this level, because they're both pretty close and not too far out of the way. They're going to be using them as MKL having a little trouble with getting up with a rush jet there. So here MKL is going to go for E-Tank number 2. Yeah. Chat saying they are the fastest E-Tanks to get. There is one in Magnet Man that's not too much of a time sink to go for that one. For the first E-Tank for Clash it's just a little dangerous because of the spikes, but otherwise not too hard. We got Mello in the house. Welcome, Mello. So basically the plan here is to shoot Clashman with one regular shot, then use air the rest of the way. Some reason Clashman, who's weak to air, does not take a significant amount of damage. It's his weakness. MKL is out at 828. Crazy8boy is just entering Clashman's arena. See how he handles Clashman. So far, so good. Keeping it close. Gotta be a little careful here. Can't take another. Ooh, just gets in the kill shot. At the wire there. So 9:07 for Crazy8boy. So 39 seconds between two runners as we go into the Mega Man 3 portion of this game. So, as was the case for those Mega Man games for the Game Boy, it was half and half. They would do half of Mega Man 1 and half of Mega Man 2, and then so on until Mega Man 5. So here we get 4 from each. We get 4 from Mega Man 2 and 4 from Mega Man 3. So for Mega Man 3, it's Magnet, Hard, Top, and I used to remember this. Oh, and Needleman, sorry. It's been like 6 weeks since I've commentated a match for this, so I'm a little rusty myself. The runners admitted as much before this match started, so... But both players are in Magnet Man stage, and they're going to be using those metal blades much and as often as possible. This is a pretty short and pretty straightforward stage. Nothing too challenging. With Magnet Man, you just want to make sure you just don't take too much damage from his magnets or from his body shots, because they do a fairly significant amount of damage, but a good fight from MKL. So it seems after their early opening jitters, both runners have kind of settled down. MKL is still holding about a 30-plus second lead on crazyapeboy. And it would probably take a major stake at this point for that gap to take a significant reduction, but there's still time. Good Magnet Man fight from crazyapeboy, MKL, starting a hard man stage. Rush coil to get past, skip him past this opening section a little bit. That is true, Elpis. Zips could offset the difference, especially in the Wily stage. If crazyapeboy can execute correctly and MKL can't, yeah, that would have a major impact. So MKL kind of damage boosting his way through the final section of Hardman stage to get to the boss arena. Apeboy not opting for rush coil strats, going to play this straight through. So this is... Hardman's not especially difficult. For some reason, his ammunition doesn't do very much damage. Not sure why, but it doesn't. What happens when you contract the development out to somebody else, other than Capcom. Halfway through the Mega Man 3 bosses, crazyapeboy not far behind, just down to the final corridor of Hardman. That is true, Elpis, but it seems especially pronounced with Hardman, who's supposed to be this big tough guy, but surprisingly weak shots. So here is where we're going to start to see some zips in starting with Top Man stage. We'll be trying to do I believe it's a frame perfect trick where you use the hard knuckle to sort of create like I guess like a buffer of sorts, and allow you to skip transitions and screens, and allow you to skip large chunks of levels. You do it with the ladders, so you're about to see it here with MKL, I believe. So, okay, so yeah, you got that zip very nicely done. You got the second zip, and on the transition with the transition, and allows him to skip a large chunk of Top Man's stage. Very nicely done by MKL. So MKL is going to try to go for a one cycle here against Top Man. It's probably not that hard, but okay, good zip by crazyapeboy, can get the second. I got it, very nice. So a good fight, a good one cycle fight from MKL, crazyapeboy, working his way to Top Man's arena. So on to Needleman's stage. Oh, Ape missing a shot, and he's not going to get the one cycle here. And he lost a fair amount of hard knuckle ammo in the process, so he's going to have to make the pickup elsewhere. Gale seems to have a little trouble with Needleman stage early on. Okay. So, MKL deciding not to use the hard knuckles skip here. He's just gonna zip. He's just gonna play this normally. Uses up an E-tank. Still has one. He still has one left for Wily, should he need it. And he very well might, especially if he's going to be going full tilt on the boss fight. Gotta be a little careful here with Needleman, because he does a lot of body damage, but so crazyapeboy does go for, I guess it's the Elpis skip, so that's going to save him a few seconds. So I think MKL was out at about 16. I'm gonna wait till 16:49. So wasn't paying attention. So now we get Quint, which is probably one of the strangest bosses in the Mega Man franchise. Good. crazyapeboy also taking it to the wire. So, good fight from MKL, who gets this Sakugarame. So both players taking it to the wire against Needleman, and 17:29 for crazyapeboy, so a 40-second gap going into Wily. crazyapeboy had a slightly smoother Quint fight than MKL, but now it comes down to the final level of the game. MKL holding a pretty sizable lead here. Oof. I think it was a little short on that. He's trying to go for more hard knuckles. He stops to take some a refill. Okay, got the skip, it looks like. Yes, very nicely done. That's a big boost for MKL. That gives him just what he needs. So yeah, so I think in terms of E-tanks, 2-to-1 in favor of apeboy in terms of E-tanks, but one E-tank should be enough for MKL. A little troubled rush jet there. crazyapeboy not going for the backup skip. Gets it, nicely done. So MKL is down to the final battle here with Wily. It's broken up into 3 phases. Okay, delivers some damage against Wily before using his E-tank. Good idea. Gets phase 1 done just as he runs out of rush jets, so nicely done there by MKL. So now he's going to use Sakugarame for phase 2 here. He's got to be a little careful he doesn't accidentally freeze the game, but that shouldn't be an issue. Not gonna do anything insane, I don't think, here. So, it's now just a question of taking out the T-Rex. Got plenty of health, knows where the shots are going, and that does it. So, GG to Mr. MKL. Phase 2 almost done for, Mr. MKL wins game 1 with an official SRL time of 20 minutes, 26 seconds. So,